You're here, I'm here. Let's get started. We are going to cover a new post that was just released on the Sims Discord regarding a quality of life roadmap. This post was made by EA Cade, and here we can see it says, Simmers, our top priority is to provide a fun, positive experience for all players. We see your feedback on technical issues and game performance, and we want to reassure you that your concerns are heard. Over the next 8 weeks, our dedicated teams will dive in to resolve current issues and get ahead of unforeseen technical disruption. For full details, you can check out the article here. I did pop this open and have a look, and the text is largely copy paste from there into this post, with the exception of the community prioritized fixes, which we'll come to in a second. September 2025 base game update. We are pulling the September base game update forward to give us additional time for us to quickly identify and address any potential issues that may take place across players' various setups and game configurations. It also allows mod creators to prepare their content before the launch of Adventure Awaits expansion pack. This is pretty typical, I would say, in terms of modders, that they do want to get these out early just so people have a smoother gaming experience when these new expansion packs release. So we can see here for PC and Mac, this will be on September 18th. Console will be September 23rd after additional verification. And it says here console players will see this update after it goes through verification. Since PC and Mac will be on a newer game version until the PlayStation and Xbox update on September 23, console players will need to use the PlayStation and Xbox filters in the gallery until you receive the update. For mod creators, the TDESC files will be shared in the Sims Discord ahead of the update. So I'm sure you're already here if you're a modder, but keep your eyes open for that. And coming information on the update, the laundry list will be on September 16th. So tomorrow they will release that with patch notes on September 18th when the update is available on PC and Mac. I'm assuming this update is probably just some minor patches to ongoing issues, but I wonder if there will be anything else in there to surprise us. Also in September 2025, we have community prioritized fixes. We're doubling down on efforts to focus on the most impactful issues players want resolved on the EA forums. With our commitment to quality and providing a smooth and enjoyable game experience, we'll tackle as many issues as possible based on the top voted issues. We're looking at the top voted issues in the under investigation and needs info statuses in the bug reports on EA Forum. The earlier we receive votes, the better. So if you are having an issue, go to the forum, check out if your issue is there, and upvote it as soon as you can. It is nice to see that they are trying to prioritize the biggest impacts to the community. I know the save file issue is a whole other thing, but really spending the time looking at what are players actually experiencing the most and how can we improve the quality of their gameplay as quickly as possible. We'll provide an update on our progress if we're unable to address top voted issues in our October laundry list. This is in addition to our ongoing save file investigation. Please continue to report and upvote the issues that matter most to you. Your participation directly shapes future updates. For instructions, see the How It Works section of the full announcement. So this is where I will show you what they are talking about when they want these community prioritized fixes. So number one, share your issue. If you have an issue with The Sims 4, take a few minutes to visit the EA forums. And if you see a report thread already exists for you issue you're having, if you are unsure if one has been made, please create a new report and the team will merge it into an existing one if appropriate. If you are still experiencing an issue that is marked as fixed, please create a new report. If you are experiencing an issue that is marked as needs information, we've been unable to make progress or replicate the issue. Save files with the issue occurring are the most helpful for our team, so please share your save file when upvoting one of these issues. You've got your instructions here on how to send user files, and then vote for fixes. If you see a report that matches any issue you are experiencing with The Sims 4, simply click the vote up arrow button to add your vote. And it does say if you created a new report, please upvote the report you created as well. And that's it. There's no limit on how many you can do. They are going to collect the reports that have the most upvotes by the end of September for a November update. If during the course of our investigation we discover an issue that is only happening with saves that use mods, we may not be able to resolve that issue. We know EA is not responsible for anything that modders create. They can only handle their own script for The Sims 4. And then closer to the base game update in November, they'll publish a special edition of the laundry list, including the top voted community issues you can expect to see resolved. So they do seem to be taking this seriously, and I think this is more for getting everyone on the same page about what actually is a priority, right? Because if EA developers are just sifting through a giant forum, then they kind of have to pick and choose which one are people talking about the most, which one do we think would be the easiest fix to complete, instead of maybe which ones are the most valuable to players. So next we'll look here at October 2025, monitoring and addressing fixes. We're completing compliance tests across platforms and multiple levels of quality verification for the Adventure Awaits expansion, including playtesting with the Sims team and a paid group of experienced Sims players from the community. On October 2nd, the Adventure Awaits expansion pack will be released, and monitoring will continue through the EA forums to ensure any unforeseen issues are fixed in a timely manner. So I know a big complaint in the past has been maybe EA hasn't playtested as much as they should prior to a pack release or prior to a base game update, and that's why we do get all these bugs. I think including a paid group of players is really nice because they're the ones who actually use the game. A lot of times what happens is when you have an application, the developers create it with one thing in mind and the users do something totally different and it breaks because you can't account for everything. And I do have a bit of background in this sort of IT rollout of scripts. And so the more you build, the more testing becomes a really big beast. To a certain point, you can't fault EA for not testing every single thing. But at the same time, if something breaks the core mechanics of your application, obviously that is a huge issue and needs to be resolved as soon as possible. So I'm hoping this time around with the new Adventure Waits expansion, it does go a little bit smoother. Maybe they've learned a little bit more from past ones and have improved their testing workflows. November 2025, fixes and freebies for everyone. November 4th, mark your calendars. This will be a big day. Not only will you see fixes based on your feedback, but the update will also include some new free content for all players. Now, if you had previously seen the roadmap on November 4th, it does say the event ends and base game update. So I don't know if they mean these new free items are part of the event, and so everyone who has participated will have access to them at that time, or if they plan to include new things in the actual update itself. I'm kind of leaning towards the latter of that. Regardless if you participate in the event or not, you're getting something new because it does say free content for all players, but we'll just have to wait and see what happens in November. The ongoing work, we assure you that we're aware of the issues impacting your play experiences and your voices matter to us, whether it's gameplay, create a sim issues, or just a visual bug. Utilizing the EA forums and casting your votes will directly shape our future updates and changes to The Sims 4. There you have it, the current update on the quality of life roadmap from the EA team. Now let me know, have you ever actually used the EA forums to report a bug? I have not. I feel like I haven't run across many in my play experience until maybe the past couple months, to the point where there was one day where my game was just unplayable. And I probably should have reported a bug then, but I didn't. I imagine there's a lot of people like me that are just like, it's wonky with the new patch or whatever happened. I'll just wait a couple days, they'll fix it and leave it at that. But do you use the forum and do you use it often? And do you think you would use it more now, knowing that they are going to prioritize those issues that have the most upvote? I'm going to have a look at the forum and just see what's on there, see what people are experiencing. But like I said, I don't really use it. Maybe I will. Maybe if I come across something while filming another video, I'll throw it on there. That is all for today. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you next time.